The classroom hummed with chatter as sunlight streamed through the windows. For most, it was just another ordinary day. But for Yamada, queen of beauty, charm, and outrageous ambition, it was the start of her boldest mission yet. Her chin rested on her hand, her eyes narrowing like a hunter eyeing her prey. Her mind wasn't on the lesson at all. Instead, it was locked onto her target, Kosuda, the unassuming boy sitting a few desks away, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing. Yamada wasn't your average high school girl. She was stunning, confident, and secretly obsessed with achieving an outrageous milestone. She wanted to gain experience. No, not the academic kind. She was laser-focused on breaking into the realm of romance, starting with a boyfriend, of course, but not just any boyfriend. No, her first needed to be someone safe, someone manageable, someone like Kosuda. His quiet demeanor, ordinary looks, and general cluelessness made him the perfect target for her grand plan. This is it, Yamada thought, smirking to herself. He's step one in my path to legendary status. After school, Yamada sprang into action. Timing her approach perfectly, she accidentally collided with Kosuda in the hallway, sending his books flying to the ground. "Oh no, I'm so sorry," she exclaimed, crouching down to help. Kosuda blinked, startled. It's fine, really. Are you sure? Let me make it up to you," Yamada insisted, leaning a bit too close, causing Kosuda's face to flush bright red. To any onlooker, it was just an awkward exchange. But to Yamada, it was the perfect opening move in her carefully crafted plan. From that day forward, Yamada launched an all-out campaign to insert herself into Kosuda's life. She joined activities he was part of, found excuses to pass him notes during class, and even deliberately dropped her handkerchief in front of him. "Isn't this the part where he dramatically picks it up and professes his undying love?" Yamada muttered under her breath, watching Kosuda simply return it with a shy smile before walking off. Her schemes weren't working as she'd imagined. Frustrated, Yamada vented to her best friend Takashita during lunch. "I don't get it. I'm gorgeous. Why isn't he drooling over me already?" Takashita sighed, not even looking up from her lunch. "Maybe he's just normal? Not every guy is going to throw himself at you, you know? Then I'll just have to make him," Yamada declared dramatically, standing up and earning odd looks from nearby students. Despite her escalating antics, Kosuda remained oblivious to her intentions. Yet, something unexpected began to happen. Yamada started to genuinely enjoy their interactions. One afternoon, as she stared out the window, lost in thought, Kosuda approached her desk. Yamada? You forgot this," he said, holding out her notebook. "Huh. Oh, thanks," Yamada replied, caught off guard. She hadn't even realized she'd left it behind. As their hands brushed, a strange warmth crept up her neck. "Wait, what's happening? I'm not supposed to get flustered," Yamada thought, her cheeks turning pink. Determined to regain control, Yamada invited Kosuda to lunch. She framed it as a study session, though her true motives were anything but academic. Kosuda hesitated at first, scratching the back of his neck nervously. Sure, I guess." During lunch, Yamada expected Kosuda to trip over his words or embarrass himself. Instead, he surprised her by being genuinely sweet and thoughtful. "You're actually kind of funny," Yamada admitted, laughing at one of his stories. Kosuda looked up, startled. "Oh, thanks, I guess." Yamada's heart skipped a beat. "Wait, what? Am I enjoying this?" Their dynamic took another turn during the school's cultural festival. Assigned to work together on decorations, Yamada saw it as another opportunity to turn up the charm. As they painted posters side by side, Yamada tried to strike up casual conversation. "You know, you're lucky I'm helping," she teased. "Otherwise, this place would look so boring." Kosuda chuckled softly. "I guess you have a point. You're good at this stuff." Yamada froze. Was that a compliment from him? Her heart fluttered involuntarily. "Focus, Yamada. You're the one in control here," she reminded herself, though her resolve was beginning to waver. As the festival drew near, Yamada found herself spending more and more time with Kosuda. During a quiet moment after finishing their decorations, she let her guard down. "You know," she began, fiddling with her paintbrush, "I'm not always as confident as I look." Kosuda glanced at her, surprised. "Really? I never would have guessed." "Yeah, I guess. I just don't want people to see me as weak," she admitted softly, avoiding his gaze. Kosuda smiled. "Well, I think you're pretty amazing just the way you are." Yamada's breath caught. This wasn't part of the plan. On the final day of the festival, Yamada was in turmoil. Her feelings for Kosuda had grown more complicated than she'd ever anticipated. What started as a simple mission had turned into something far deeper. As they parted ways, Kosuda handed her a small note. "Thanks for everything," it read. "I had a great time." Yamada stared at the note, her heart racing. What does this mean? She thought, clutching the paper tightly. Is he falling for me? Or am I falling for him? For the first time, Yamada found herself uncertain about her next move. To be continued.